Hi Soccerlanders, this is another video about European soccer leagues. This is actually the first match day of 38, so there's going to be many match days this season, and we're here at the very start of it. And how do you guys feel? Did you guys watch the matches? For me, it's pretty nice. I really enjoyed it. The fact that we're back, and again we have to talk about some problems within the teams that we're supporting, right? Even the best ones, like for example Real Madrid, right, who drew. They played with Mallorca 1-1, so they drew the match. They couldn't win it with Kylian Mbappe's debut match, and Bellingham and Vinicius Jr., everybody else, Valverde, people like that. Definitely a pleasant moment for me. But yeah, like even Manchester City, who yes is undeniably best team in EPL, also finding some struggle. But there are some teams that show some good football. For example, Arsenal again, doing a good job, and I hope that they're gonna have a consistent run throughout this whole EPL. And I'm personally rooting for Arsenal to finally become champions this season, and hopefully they will be able to do that. But we'll see. The Manchester City's consistency is pretty good, despite the fact that they didn't play the best football today. We are heading towards the main course of the video, which is Chelsea versus Manchester City. That's the match I actually was really hoping to see. In my previous video, I was telling you guys that this is the main match of the weekend. Chelsea versus Manchester City, that was a must-watch. And yeah, I was kind of glad to see Chelsea play the way they played. But unfortunately, what it comes down to is for Chelsea, for the second season in a row now, to not have a decent, not decent, a world-class striker. The fact that they don't have a world-class striker really hurts them. They are able to create chances, and if they had more lethal, cold-blooded striker who does not have any mercy and simply finishes everything that he is given, and of course demanding that he is going to finish everything that he's given is not possible, because nobody ever can do that. But like most of the chances, like in the vital moments when there's like a good opportunity to score, the difference between a good striker and a bad striker, that the good striker will take the shot and make a goal. However, the bad striker, not the case. And so unfortunately, Nicholas Jackson, who was and is still the main striker of Chelsea Football Club, he was striker last season, and now today he also played all 90 minutes. Unfortunately, like, he just cannot finish, unfortunately, which is unfortunate for Chelsea and for their fans. And I feel like if he would have scored those opportunities, Chelsea would have been higher last season in the league. And right now, today even, it hurted us, because Chelsea Football Club created a lot of chances. They had chances to score against Manchester City, and Manchester City was kind of playing defensively a lot. They didn't really push Chelsea that much. Most of the time, Manchester City was acting like Real Madrid. Just they scored a goal fairly early, and so now they was just like, okay, well, we'll let Chelsea struggle again, and like if they will hurt us, like if Chelsea will be able to score a goal, then we'll like tune in a bit more and go stronger at it. But right now we're just gonna play defensively and see what they can offer, what they can do. But Chelsea, and they were trying. Chelsea was trying, and like City was just defending all the time. But in the end, because they couldn't score some good opportunities, City didn't even have to turn up into the fullest, and they didn't have to struggle, or be irritated to the fact that we have to come back. Like, there was no any worries or anxiety, unfortunately, created to Manchester City. And it comes down to not having the good striker. Good striker like Diego Costa, good striker like I won't say Fernando Torres, but Fernando Torres was a hit and miss for Chelsea, but world-class striker for sure, one of the greatest strikers. You know, Fernando Torres, like Didier Drogba, of course, even Nicolas Anelka, you know, people like that would have scored a lot throughout the seasons, and today he would have scored too. And just that powerful, nice, juicy, great striker that you just love to see every match, because you know, like, he's gonna do something crazy, and he will be able to make you happy, you know. So that kind of feel, that confidence in the striker, there's a lacking of that, and so Chelsea needs to do something about it. They have been buying players left and right, but just if they spent a good amount of money on one world-class striker, please, that's it, that's all you needed. You know. But man, it's hard with them, with that management. But the fact that they lost maybe will do something for Chelsea, because we learn when we lose more than when we win. And so, like, especially like even Todd Boehly, the president of Chelsea Football Club, was like kind of frustrated and like exited the the stadium after 2-0, like when it became 2-0 in the 85th minute. You know, almost the end of the match, right? When Chelsea conceded, I was like, ah, damn it, the game is over. And then he just stood up and left, like in frustration. And so maybe he will do something about the squad. Maybe he will like sell more players and maybe bring in that one necessary purchase still that needs to happen, like striker. Or he already has, unfortunately, he already has a lot of strikers. So maybe if he sells a couple people in striker area and like provide more time to the ones that might bring him more usefulness. For example, Mark Guiu was pretty good, and preseason matches, we'll see what's gonna happen. But yeah, he was pretty good. And then yeah, Romelu Lukaku is like a player who he has the worst luck ever, but he still, you know, he was a top striker, and I don't know right now how he's doing, but at least if you have a, you know, you have a player who has made a name for himself already. Like, he had seasons where he had scored 25, 30 goals within one season, so why not use him? Then you're relying on Nicholas Jackson, who does not have that much experience, and he has not shown those kind of numbers in the past. So Lukaku, yes, with all of his like negatives or cons, I think he's still the best option right now Chelsea can go for. So why not play him? And Lukaku right now, like, he's not being utilized at all. Like I think they're trying to sell him, but I feel like while you don't have anybody else, why not utilize him? But anyway, that's my opinion on Chelsea. But Manchester City, well, we'll see how they handle this season. Okay, so England, we're pretty much done, because okay, Arsenal won, Liverpool won, United won, and then Aston Villa won, which is nice to me because I like Aston Villa a lot. And then Newcastle won. So like favorites won their matches mostly. So that was good. And we'll see Leicester versus Tottenham. It's on Monday. We'll see how that's gonna end. But yeah, EPL starting off in a decent way. We'll see what comes next. Then we have let's talk about Serie A, which is in Italy. Just a couple minutes on Italy and France. I have not watched any matches from Italy and France this weekend, but what I want to highlight is that Milan drew, Inter Milan drew, so they didn't win their matches. So if in England, more or less, not more or less, actually, like, favorites won their matches. Even Brighton, Brighton is more favorites than Everton right now, so that's why Brighton won. But unexpectedly 3-0, but still, yeah. But on the contrast with Italian Serie A, the favorites couldn't finish the job. Inter Milan, champions last season, drew, couldn't win. Milan couldn't win. Juventus is about to play tomorrow with a new team in the league, and so we'll see how that goes on Monday. I mean, Juventus is going to play. But yeah, like, okay, Lazio won 3-1 versus Venezia. Roma couldn't win though, so like also drew 0-0. So that's interesting start for Italian football. We'll see where it leads us. So and when it comes to France, Paris Saint-Germain won 4-1 as expected, but it's interesting that they are not first in their league right now, because despite the pretty big 4-1 win, somebody else made it even bigger. They won 5-1, and we're talking about Marseille. Marseille's match was incredible, and like Mason Greenwood of all people, like scoring 2 goals. Really interesting, a former Manchester United player. So that's pretty interesting. And so Marseille is in the first spot at the table right now, and Paris Saint-Germain is the second. Again, we'll see how it goes. I like Marseille, actually. I would like them to go far this season, like to be good. Maybe even actually challenge Paris Saint-Germain for the title in France. We'll see how that goes, but that was good that they won 5-1. I liked that fact. Yeah, and now we're coming to more happier things for me as a Barcelona fan, because we're going to talk about La Liga, and that's the last league we're going to talk about, because Bundesliga, they didn't play yet in Germany, they didn't play yet. So when it comes to Spain, I really like the fact that Real Madrid drew, like already discussed, with Mallorca, and that was amazing. Because prior to this match on Saturday, when I watched my favorite club, yes, they won 2-1, and yeah, I should have been feeling excited because they won Valencia, and like I said, like I predicted, oh well, they're probably gonna win 2-1, and that's exactly what happened. They won 2-1, and so the only thing is though, like, with the fact, with their play, I was not really satisfied, and there was definitely room for improvement, you know, and it was pretty boring match too, because like Barcelona was not perfect at all. Like a lot of times they didn't even know what to do, like how to play this game. Like it seemed like there was no plan, but because of individual masterclass, like Lamine Yamal, for example, not even masterclass, but individual excellence. Yeah, so like because there are some serious talent in the squad still, comparing to Valencia, right? That talent prevailed, but when it comes to like the teamwork and the tactics for the game, I don't know if we had dominance in those areas. But the fact that, okay, Lamine Yamal, when at the right time he was able to see that pass, you know, make that pass, vital pass to Robert Lewandowski, and you know, Lewandowski being able to actually kick the ball and put the ball inside of the net. So that was one moment where, like, okay, they saved the game, where it was 1-0, they were losing already because they couldn't play well. But that moment, okay, like one shot, one goal, we sort of saved ourselves before going into the halftime. So when we went to halftime, it was 1-1 instead of 1-0. We could have been losing after the first half, but we were not. And so then, you know, the game started, and then Valencia made a mistake, and then Lewandowski capitalized on that, scored a penalty, and with that we won 2-1. But yeah, if, like, let's say we didn't have a world-class striker like Lewandowski, for example, who knows what could have happened, right? So Valencia didn't have that world-class striker, and that's why I was talking about the world-class striker in the first place for Chelsea, for the club, because they don't have that, right? So if Valencia had a world-class striker, then things would have turned out differently. And we have a good defender like Kubarsi, who saved us when we were losing 1-0. It could have been 2-0 for Valencia for sure. Like it's last moment, like the goalkeeper couldn't make the save, and when the ball was about to hit the net, go inside of the net, Kubarsi just makes last second save, saves the ball and doesn't let us concede the second goal. And with that, then we kind of, we were able to come back from that situation and win. So after that match, I had a little sad taste. I mean, bittersweet. It was a bittersweet win. Like, okay, we won, but like with this game, will we be able to win teams like Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid? Like, I don't think so, I thought. But then you turn on the TV on Sunday, and then the next day, and then you watch Real Madrid suffering against Mallorca, and then suddenly you light up. Suddenly it's a better feeling. Like, okay, well, Real Madrid, maybe they're not a goddess, unbeatable team like we think, right? But at the same time, they again turn up and become their strong selves towards later parts of the season. So the fact that they drew one time, it doesn't really matter for them. If it's that Real Madrid that we know of, they will just bounce back and win important matches. Well, they will win when it's important, right? We usually end up losing when it's important, but they will end up winning. So, but again, for now though, like it's a good feeling because now Barcelona is among the leaders in Spanish La Liga, but Real Madrid is like down there, like after 10th place, I think, or something like that, because they couldn't win the match. So it was good, and a lot of matches end up in draw in Spain, so that gave us an advantage, meaning like only 3 teams so far were able to win in La Liga, and Barcelona is among only those 3 teams that were able to win the game. And so on Monday there's 2 matches left. A pretty good one is Atletico Madrid versus Villarreal. That's a pretty good match, and if you have time, definitely tune in to watch it. It's around 12 p.m. Western time, 3 p.m. Eastern time in America. It's gonna be on ESPN Plus. But yeah, so far though, 3 teams only won in La Liga, and it's good to see Barcelona being among those winners. Yeah, so that was pretty much the weekend, the first weekend after coming back from a long summer. What did you guys think of it? Which match you were watching, and which match you enjoyed the most? And let me know in the comments below, definitely. And we'll tune in for more soccer events and soccer news. But until next time, peace.